continue for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll start with Jai Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodananda Jaya Prajajana Anjana Jaya Prajajana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Puna Bihari Yamuna Tiravanachari Puna Bihari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for this Srimad Bhagavatam class and discussion. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, chapter number 8 and verse number 8. Before that, we'll start with Mangalacharan prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता विशाखान्वितां हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विषवान् प्रणमामि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे करोति वाचालं तुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I seek blessings from all the devotees, especially Yugal Kishore Prabhuji, my spiritual master, and all the devotees present here, so that I can speak Srimad Bhagavatam. In that way, I will get some realization and I'll get some taste towards Krishna service and towards Krishna's lotus feet. Hare Krishna. So today's verse is 488. Jai Uttanapadasya Suniti Surichitayo Suruchi Preyasi Patyur Netara Yat Suto Dhruva Jai Uttanapadasya Suniti Suruchistayo सुरुचि प्रेयसी पात्योर नेत्ररा यत्सुतो ध्रुवो जा- जाये उत्तानपादस्य सुनुति सुरुचिस्तयोर् सुरुचि प्रेयसी पत्योर् नेतरायत्सुतो ध्रुव जाय उत्तानपादस्य सुनुति सुरुचिस्तयोर् सुरुचि सुरुचि प्रेयसी पत्योर् सुरुचि प्रेयसी पत्योर् नेतरायत्सुतो ध्रुव नेतरायत्सुतो ध्रुव. So what were synonyms? Jai of the two wives. Uttanapadasya of King Uttanapad. Suniti. Suniti. Suruchi. Suruchi. Tayo of both of them. Suruchi. Suruchi. Preyasi. Very dear. Patyur of the husband. Na itara. Not the other. Yat. Whose. Sute. Suta. Son. Dhruva. Dhruva. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. King Uttanapad had two queens named Suniti and Suruchi. Suruchi was much more dear to the king. Suniti, who had a son named Dhruva, was not his favorite. Purport. The great sage Maitreya wanted to describe the pious activities of the kings. Priyavrata was the first son of Swayambhu Manu and Uttanapad was the second. But the great sage Maitreya immediately began to speak of Dhruva Maharaj, the son of Uttanapad, because Maitreya was very eager to describe pious activities. The incident in the life of Dhruva Maharaj are very attractive for devotees. From his pious action, one can learn how one can detach himself from material possession and how one can enhance one's devotional service by severe austerity and penance. By hearing the activities of pious Dhruva, one can enhance one's faith in God and can directly connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus one can very soon be elevated to transcendental platform of devotional service. The example of Dhruv Maharaj's austerity can immediately generate a feeling of devotional service in the hearts of the hearer. Once again, the translation. King Uttanapad had two queens named Suniti and Suruchi. Suruchi was much more dear to the king. Suniti, who had a son named Dhruva, was not his favorite. Right? So, in today's purport, Srila Prabhupada is describing how the great sage Maitreya was very eager to speak about Dhruva Maharaj. Why? Because his pastimes is very attractive. His austerity is very attractive, and by hearing his austerity, one can immediately generate a feeling of devotional service in the heart of the hearer. There is, according to a chronology, Also, Priyavart Maharaj did not rule the kingdom before Uttanapad. Uttanapad was the one to rule kingdom before Priyavart Maharaj. What happened? Priyavart Maharaj was preached by Narad Muni, and he was satisfied being a brahmachari. He decided that he will dedicate his life full time for for cleansing his heart. And then he started staying with Narad Muni in his ashram in Badrik ashram. Then then the kingdom was given to Uttanapad after Swayambhu Manu. What happened? Swayambhu Manu ruled entire world, and then when Swayambhu Manu ruled, he gave his kingdom to Uttanapad, and he wanted to go to perform his austerities to realize Krishna. And then kingdom was given to Uttanapad. And then once kingdom was given to Uttanapad, then Uttanapad had two wives, and with the two wives, he had son Dhruva Maharaj and Uttam. So now, again, there is a story that how after Dhruva Maharaj, there Utkala was there, and Utkala did not wanted to rule the kingdom, and then his younger brother was given kingdom. Then King Vena came, and then he did so much disaster. Then Prithu Maharaj came, then he ruled the kingdom very nicely. Then Prachetas came, they ruled the kingdom very nicely. Then Daksha came. He ruled the kingdom very nicely. Then there was no king at all. So now there was a problem. Because there was no king at all, now Priyavart Maharaj has to come and rule the kingdom. But he was not at all interested because he was very happy staying with his Guru Maharaj, Narad Muni, and he was very happy to just perform his daily activities and services towards Krishna and cleanse his heart. He has fully realized that this material world is for not to get entangled in family life, because he thought that he is not qualified to go in a grahastha ashram, and he thought it's very easy to just become a brahmachari and get back to Godhead. So then nobody was there to rule the kingdom. Then Swayambhu Manu came, and Swayambhu Manu came, and he pleaded, Priyavatmara, please come, please come, and there is no one to rule the kingdom. I want somebody to rule the kingdom so that I can peacefully perform I can please peacefully retire from this family life, and I can make my life successful. But Priyavatmara said, no, I'm not at all interested. Then Swayambhu Manu went and asked uh, Lord Brahma, to advise Priyavarth Maharaj so that he can take the kingdom. Then Lord Brahma went and said, and started explaining Priyavarth Maharaj that you are already self-realized. Whether you are in Grahasthashram or whether you are Brahmachari, you will always be under the shelter of Padmanabh. He used the word Padmanabh. Why? Because Padmanabh means the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Lord, whose lotus feet will give shelter to the devotees. So he was saying that you will always be under the shelter of Padmanabh, and so you don't have to fear of getting entangled in this material world. So Brahma gave this promise. Lord Brahma gave this promise, and then that is the reason Priyavat Maharaj uh, came to rule. And this happened according, if we see the timeline, first Swayambhu Manu was there, then Uttanapad, then Dhruv Maharaj, then Vena, then before Vena's father, then after Vena came Prithu Maharaj. He ruled for very long time. Then came Prachetas, they ruled for very long time. Then came Daksha, they ruled for very long time. So I think around this time when Brahma came, around this time, around Daksha's time, there was 36 kalpas gone. in one Manu Maharaj age, there will be around 71 kalpa. No, there will be 71 kalpas. And till Daksha, around 31 kalpas are gone. 36, I think. 35 or 36 kalpas are gone. Then Priyavart Maharaj came to rule. So, how long Priyavart Maharaj life is? And after that, he ruled for a very long time. Then his two sons became two Manus of different time. His son Tamas and I forgot one more name. Uh, Another son became so one both of them became Manus. So there are different Manus. So that was that much long Priyavatma's life was. And in that, after his lifetime, he went back to Godhead. So austerity. Prabhupada is talking about austerity in this purport. So Priyavat Maharaj has performed sufficient austerity before coming into the family life and taking up the kingdom. That is the reason he was saved from, even though externally it looked like Priyavat Maharaj is enjoying very nicely his kingdom, but internally, external, that is why we say, I heard from all the senior devotees and from my spiritual master and from Yugal Kishore Prabhuji also, externals, whatever success or failure you have externally is insignificant in front of internal success. So externally it might look that oh he is enjoying and but internally he was always under the shelter of Padmanabh. So that is that is actually correct austerity. What is austerity? Austerity is not bodily austerity. There are three types: austerity in mode of goodness, austerity in mode of passion, austerity in mode of ignorance. But I was hearing from Gorgoin Maharaj a lecture one time about austerity. He was saying, what is a real austerity? The real austerity is always taking shelter of Krishna, remembering Krishna and chanting the holy name. Whether it is Satyuga, Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, chanting the holy name of the Lord is the real austerity. So, Dhruv Maharaj, now Prabhupada is saying, whoever hears the austerity of Dhruv Maharaj can immediately generate a feeling of devotional service. So, what austerities Dhruv Maharaj performed, we all know, but I just want to touch briefly. So, as in the purport, it is saying that Uttanapad did not like Suniti, who was the mother of Dhruva, and Surichi was the mother of Uttam. So we all know the story. One day, Dhruv Maharaj wanted to sit on the lap of Uttanapad. Uh, mother, uh, Mother Suruchi chastised Dhruv Maharaj in very harsh words, saying that you cannot sit on the lap of your father. If you want to sit on the lap of your father, you should take birth from my womb. And to take birth from my womb, you have to severely perform austerity towards Vishnu and ask him this benediction. Then only you'll get birth from my womb. So that is what uh, Suruchi was, Suruchi told to Dhruv Maharaj. So here, so she as on Saturday, sorry, on Sunday, uh, Sri Gopal Prabhu was saying that Pad Pradakshat Guru. So she became as a Pad Pradakshat Guru, Pradakshan Guru of Dhruv Maharaj. But her words were very deceiving. If Dhruv Maharaj can please Lord Vishnu, then why will Dhruv Maharaj will ask again to come back in this material world, taking birth from Suruchi? So that shows the mentality of Suruchi. She is so much bodily attached that even if she gets opportunity to meet Lord Vishnu, she'll ask for staying in this material world only. So we have to learn as a devotees what where our attraction is and what desires we have and what we contemplate. If if we in the association of devotees we should try to get rid of our material attachments and try to cultivate serious Krishna conscious. serious Krishna consciousness. So that whenever we get opportunity to meet the Lord, if not the Lord, whenever we get the opportunity to meet the devotees of the Lord, we know what to ask for. We know what we should pray for. Otherwise, we might be praying for Krishna can give us, like how Dhruv Maharaj says in his prayers, that I came, I got a diamond, but I was looking for broken piece of glasses. So Mother Suruchi was teaching Dhruv Maharaj to to ask something which is making which will bind him again in this material. But then he went to his mother Suniti, and Suniti, after hearing this, started crying. Both of them started crying. Dhruv Maharaj were already crying. After hearing Dhruv Maharaj, Suniti also started crying. It is said Rudanta. Rudanta means crying like with so much distress and making so much loud noise. So that is what it is said. And she started crying. Then, but she said, that is my fortune. I cannot do anything about it, but you, as Mother Surichi said, you can go, you should go and worship Lord. He will only fulfill your desire. Then then she said that I heard that whoever wants to attain Lord Krishna, they go to forest and do severe austerity. So then, after hearing this, because Dhruv Maharaj was Kshatriya by nature, he instantly, even though being just 5 years old, instantly determined to attain Krishna. So that instant determination will, it's not easy. We might like how New Year is here now. Everybody will be determined and in that determination they'll take a resolution, and within 2 months they'll break it. So it is not like that kind of determination. It was strong determination, and in that determination, Dhruv Maharaj went to search for the Lord, and then Narad Muni heard about these activities. And then Narad Muni came to Dhruv Maharaj after hearing this, and then Narad Muni was first of all very much amazed and was very much astonished to see how a small child of just 5 years old is so much determined to get Krishna. So he wanted to first test what is happening here. Is he really serious, or it is like that resolution which we break in 2 months? So Narad Muni started testing him by saying, "Okay, you are just a small kid. Oh Dhruva, you are just a small kid. Why you are so much angry? So angry on your mother? She is just speaking in her ignorance. You will get if I am the spiritual master of your father. If I go and tell him, then he will hear my words, and he will make you to sit in his lap. He will give you half of his kingdom also. So why you want to struggle so much to attain Lord, whom even Siddhaloka devotees cannot attain? So it's very very difficult to attain the Lord. Even the demigods cannot attain the Lord. Even the sages cannot attain the Lord. Then how will you attain the Lord? Then he said, very very respectfully, he said, "O sage, O Narad Muni." He knew who is Narad Muni, because Narad Muni used to come and visit the court of Uttanapad, and Dhruv Maharaj has seen Narad Muni many times. So he said, "O sage Narad Muni, if you can help me to find who is Krishna, how to attain Krishna, please advise me. Otherwise, please let me go on my path to search for Krishna." You and then uh, in it is said that he also said that you can go at you can follow your you can go from wherever you came. I'll just I'll go and search for Krishna. So looking at his that determination, Narad Muni gave this knowledge to perform austerity. What kind of austerity to get Krishna? He was saying that you have to go to Madhuvan, and this happened near according to our geography now, this happened near Kanpur, somewhere near Kanpur, and then from there, Narad Muni is asking Dhruv Maharaj to go to Madhuvan, and who is Dhruv Maharaj? Just 5 years old child, and there were no transportation at all of any kind. So to that Dhruv Maharaj, Narad Muni is saying to go to Madhuvan. It is actually a nice it's a long distance. Even now also, even if we go in a train from Kanpur to uh, Madhuvan is in Mathura, Vrindavan. So it will take around for sure some 4 to 5 or 8 hours. I am not sure exact time, but it is very long distance. And that time there were no roads. It was just a forest. So he have to go from trees. So first step of austerity here only it started. You have to start walking towards Madhuvan. And what to eat? You should eat only what you find on your path, which like fallen leaves, fallen fruits, or those kind of things you have to eat. And then you have to take bath 3 times in Yamuna, in the morning, afternoon, and evening daily, and then make a deity of Krishna or Vishnu, and then start worshipping the deity. So how to make a deity? There were uh, it was not expected from Dhruv Maharaj to make like collect some wood, collect some stone, and make a deity. No, just make a deity of a mud, from the mud, and start worshipping Vishnu. And then there were more instructions, but then Dhruv Maharaj followed that, and with full determination, Dhruv Maharaj went to Madhuvan, and he went to Madhuvan, and after he went to Madhuvan, he did as whatever Narad Muni said, and he also went way ahead of what Narad Muni said. He for first month he was eating all this. And also one thing, Narad Muni did not said Dhruv Maharaj in his instruction to sleep. So Dhruv Maharaj never slept in these 6 months. So that is one more austerity, Jagran. And then eating only fruits for 1 month. Then after that he was eating 2 times or something like that before in the first month. Then he started eating 1 time, and after that he stopped eating, and then he started drinking only on water. And then after that, before he used to drink water every day, then he drank water only 3 days one time, then he drank water only in 9 days, and then he drank water only in some 18 days one time. Then he stopped drinking water also, he started breathing. Then his breathing also, first he was breathing regularly, then he slowed down his breathing, like he was just breathing once in a day. And then after that he was breathing once in some 3 or 4 days, and after that he was breathing once in I think 9 days, and then after that he stopped breathing also. And then when he stopped breathing, entire universe breath has been stopped. And then everybody including demigods and everybody were agitated. They don't know what is happening. So nobody knew about Dhruv Maharaj that he's doing tapasya. They don't even know, they couldn't even figure out why suddenly air stopped. And then they ran to Lord Brahma, and Brahma said, only one person can help us, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let us go and ask his help. And when they went to Lord Vishnu, he said, don't worry, there is my devotee who is doing severe austerity. I'll go and give him my darshan. And once I give him my darshan, you all will get your breath. And in this time, in this 6 months of time, Dhruv Maharaj, in yeah, in this time, Dhruv Maharaj started seeing Paramatma, four-hand Vishnu form, in his heart, and he was very satisfied. Why he could do austerity? You cannot fake austerity, and you cannot do austerity means tapasya. Tapasya is very severe. And how you can do austerity? Only if you are getting some rasa from somewhere, then only you can ignore your bodily needs. Otherwise, it is not possible to ignore your bodily needs. You might be doing austerity like Ekadashi Vrata, we do sometimes. And then we do Vrata externally, internally, we are thinking when we'll eat sabudana, when we'll eat fruits, when we'll eat dirt, when we'll eat this, or when we'll drink water, whatever. So, why? Because, especially speaking out myself, I never remember Krishna. That is the reason of my fake austerity. But actually, if you are relishing, if you are looking Krishna in your heart, or if you are at least remembering Krishna's pastime, like how you see uh, every sleeping, killing sleep is very difficult. But all these kids and Krishna Kumar Prabhu and everyone comes in night of Ekadashi and very gracefully and very with a happy mood they remain awake and they keep singing kirtan. Why? Because they are relishing that Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's holy name. That is the reason it is easy to give up your bodily needs. So that is what Dhruva Maharaj was doing. He was always relishing Krishna's form in his heart. So that is why he did not even knew that oh he have to take breath. He forgot breathing also. That is the reason. That is why the austerity of Dhruv Maharaj will immediately give the feeling of devotional service in the hearts of hearer. Why? Because because he performed austerity by he transcended his body by just meditating on Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. So he was doing like that, and then when he was seeing in the heart of in his heart four hand Vishnu form, immediately Vishnu came. Lord Vishnu came in front of Dhruv Maharaj. Lord Narayan came in front of Dhruv Maharaj, but Dhruv Maharaj did not even realize that Lord Vishnu or Narayan is in front of Dhruv Maharaj. He was just in his own meditation, looking at Krishna in his heart. And then what did Narayan did? Narayan suddenly disappeared from the heart of Krishna. Sorry, from the heart of Dhruva. And then by that, because he disappeared, then Dhruva Maharaj came to his senses, and then he saw whoever he was seeing in the heart is in front of him. And then after looking at Lord Narayan, Dhruv Maharaj wanted to glorify Lord. He was, but he couldn't because he was just a child of 5 years old. He never went to any school. What was the age for somebody to go to school? It was 5 years in the Vedic system. So at the time of him to go to school and get the knowledge, he left his kingdom and came to forest to do tapasya. Even though he met Narad Muni, but Narad Muni did not give him elaborate instruction. He only gave him how to perform austerity to attain Vishnu. So he wanted to glorify Lord, but he couldn't. So what did Lord do? He just put his conch shell on the head of Dhruv Maharaj, and immediately all the intelligence came. to Dhruv Maharaj. All the Vedic knowledge came to Dhruv Maharaj. All the knowledge which is required to know came to Dhruv Maharaj. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that in the ninth chapter, this is very confidential knowledge, but I am giving it to you. I am giving you everything. After knowing this knowledge, you don't have to know anything. So that kind of knowledge, Dhruv Maharaj also attained. He got all the knowledge and then he started speaking. And then he was saying that I was looking for broken pieces of glass, but I got the diamond. So I don't want anything now. I don't want anything because he attained the knowledge. So here also we can see attaining knowledge and intelligence is not very hard. If Krishna wants to give you, he can give you anytime. So what is the most important thing? Bhakti. How you will come to know what is bhakti? Yes, from the knowledge, that is for sure, but before that, association. So association is very important. Dhruv Maharaj was associated with Narad Muni, and in his association, even Prahlad Maharaj, in the womb of his mother, still got the association of Narad Muni, and even Mrugari got the association of Narad Muni. Uh, Dacoit Ratnakar got the association of Narad Muni, and there are many others. Our recent example, all the hippies got the association of Prabhupada. By that, they got devotion towards Krishna. So association is very important. So in that association, you will learn how to do bhakti, and knowledge is a byproduct of doing the bhakti. Because the Gyan and Vairagya. So bhakti has two attributes, Gyan and Vairagya. If you do bhakti, you will get Gyan. If you do bhakti, you will get Vairagya also. So these are two attributes of doing bhakti. And austerity is also not bhakti. Austerity is just like, for example, if you want to hold a milk, how will you hold a milk? You cannot hold a milk in a cloth. You have to hold a milk in a container which can contain the milk. So the milk is bhakti, but the container is austerity. So austerity is just a container to hold the bhakti. Austerity itself is not bhakti. So if you do bhakti by performing austerity, then you will get all the knowledge, you'll get all the renunciation, and will get association of devotees, and will get to see Krishna, and we get to serve Krishna. So, and there are many austerity also is we have to do under guidance of devotees. We cannot just do our own austerity. For example, Ravana did his own austerity, Hiranyakashipu did his own austerity, and Bhasmasur did his own austerity. They did their own austerity, but what was the end result? Instead of pleasing Krishna, they displeased Krishna. And that is what will happen, because if we just do whatever our mind says, oh, this austerity looks very tough and I should do it. No, we have to do austerity depending on like taking the guidance of senior devotees or a spiritual master, or through the eyes of to the knowledge of shastra. Otherwise it is going to only take you away from Krishna, and it will increase your false ego, pride, envy, lust, greed, everything. Austerity has a power to increase all the things, and austerity have power to decrease all the things. So you have to choose under the guidance. You should not choose. You should take it as an instruction from spiritual master and under the guidance of our senior devotees and Shiksha Guru. So that is what we have to do for austerity. So when Dhruv Maharaj performed this austerity under the instructions of Narad Muni, he could attain Lord, and that is how in Gajendra Moksha also it is said that Indradumna Maharaj was performing austerity, He took up Mon Vrata to perform, to just Mon Vrata to only, and his only intention was to serve Krishna and to speak about Krishna, speak about everything. So what happened when he took this austerity when sages used to come. Indradumna Maharaj used to think that I have taken Mohan Vrata, so I only have to serve Krishna. It's okay for me to ignore the sages. So he did like that for other sages. But when he was a king, he used to serve sages very nicely. And he was staying on the Malaya Parvat. Malaya Parvat is the same place where Agastya Muni stays. Malaya Parvat and one day, Agastmuni heard about Indradumna Maharaj. Agastmuni also went when Indradumna Maharaj was a king. He was a king of Pandya Desh, and when he was a king, Agastmuni visited the court of Indradumna Maharaj many times, and Indradumna Maharaj has greeted Agastmuni very nicely, which was pleasing to Agastmuni. So Agastmuni heard that, oh, Indradumna Maharaj is here and he's performing very nice austerity. Let me go and see him. At that time also, Indradumna Maharaj had this Mohan Vrata. So when Agastya Muni came to see Indradumna Maharaj with his all disciples, Indradumna Maharaj, even after seeing Agastya Muni, did not receive him. So when he did not receive him, Agastya Muni became angry. So there, Sukdev Goswami says, if and only if Indradumna Maharaj just at least said Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Agastya Muni, or Hari Bol Agastya Muni, or whatever. He said Agastya Muni would have been very happy, but he did not care to to uh, to uh, to greet Agastya Muni. And Agastya Muni became angry. Who is Agastya Muni? From Agastya Muni, all the sages used to come and hear. Even Sukadev Goswami heard pastime of Ajamil from Agastya Muni, because in the Ajamil pastime, Sukadev Goswami says that I have heard this pastime from Agastya Muni. So that means that Sukadev Goswami used to go and hear from Agastya Muni very regularly. So he is Agastya Muni. He is Maha Bhagavad devotee. For him, getting anger is only because of the will of Krishna. So when he got angry and when he said, "You are behaving like an elephant, become an elephant," to Indradumna Maharaj took it very nicely, because he was doing bhakti of Krishna. His senses were purified. Even though there were some contamination, but still most of his senses were purified. He took it very, very nicely, and he thought, oh, it is my karma, so my karma will be burnt by going through this curse. He took it very nicely. So Agastya Muni also thought while cursing that if I don't curse Indradumna Maharaj, then he will keep offending devotees, because before Agastya Muni many Brahmanas came. Indradumna Maharaj did not greeted Brahmanas. Here it is also said that if you are performing any austerity and for the sake of serving devotee of Krishna, you have to break that austerity, you should break it. If you don't break that austerity, you are making so much more offense of that austerity by doing that austerity, and it is only going to make you to go down in animal kingdom. So this, from this example of Indradumna Maharaj, we can see that austerity should be done, but under the guidance of devotees. Otherwise, if we think ourselves that, oh, I have to do this kind of austerity, and we might be thinking it is pleasing to us, and it might be good for us, then it will be very bad. We might do so much offense, and then we will go in animal kingdom. So here, by just for the sake of for to save Indradumna Maharaj to do more and more aparadh in future, Agast Muni gave this curse to Indradumna Maharaj, and Indradumna Maharaj became elephant, And then there was King who was Gandharva Raj, king of Gandharva. One day he was taking bath in one river where Devala Muni came to take bath. He wanted to, I do, it is said that Vinash Kale Viprita Buddhi. So so he somehow he got intelligence to, oh, okay, let me go underwater and pull the leg of Devala Muni. Who is Devala Muni again? Devala Muni is Arjun says in Bhagavad Gita, Ashita, Narada, Devala, everybody speaks of you, and they say that you are a supreme authority, and you yourself are saying that you are supreme person. I am supreme personality of Godhead. So he is Devala Muni. He is also a very Param Vaishnav. He is Mahabhagavad devotee, and to him this Hu King Hu went and started pulling the leg in underwater, and immediately without any thought Devala Muni said, become crocodile, become crocodile, become crocodile. So it's like it's like just he wanted to pull and did, without it all any thought, he said become crocodile. So there again he asked for forgiveness, and he pleased Devala Muni by his sweet words after he did he did this activity. And then Devala Muni said to him that one day one elephant will come to drink water. You hold on to the feet of that elephant, never leave that his feet. When Lord Hari will come to deliver that elephant, he will deliver you also. So here there was an instruction of Devala Muni to hold the feet of Gajendra. So for that he remembered that instruction, and as soon as that elephant came, he hold the feet of elephant. And what was his austerity? He held for thousands of years, for 1,000 years, and this was under the instruction of Devala Muni. So his austerity. That is why before even saving Gajendra, Hari came and delivered this crocodile. And then once uh, this crocodile was delivered, so what did Hari did? Lord Hari, he did not send this Huhu to Vaikunt Lok as he took Gajendra with himself. Why? Here it is said this question should come. This Huhu, even though he got nice form, very beautiful form, because he had the association of Devala Muni, he pleased Devala Muni, and Devala Muni said that you will be delivered. He had intelligence to, as soon as he saw Hari, he first folded his hands, prayed Lord Hari, circumambulate Lord Hari, and then after doing this, it was a devotional service. Folding hand is a devotional service. Looking at the Lord and glorifying Lord is a devotional service. And circumambulating Lord is also a devotional service. He did all everything, but still Lord sent him to Swargalok. Why did he send? Lord says, even if you perform devotional service, you will be delivered. But he was sent because if Lord wouldn't have sent him to Swargalok, he wouldn't have done. Because he's a who Gandharva. What is the duty of Gandharva? To sing. What? The glories of Lord. So as soon as Lord sent him to the Swargaloka, he started singing the glory of Lord and started singing the pastime recently happened Gajendra Moksha. And hearing that everybody whoever he meets, he speaks the glories of the Lord. So by doing that, but he's doing nice preaching. Krishna is more happy with this Maharaj, this Uhu, because he's preaching the message of the Lord. So what is real austerity now? Real austerity is to glorify Krishna. This is the real austerity. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the real austerity. Nothing works in Kali Yuga. Even in another Yuga also, they have the process, but ultimately it is said that chanting the holy name of the Lord will only deliver you from the material world. So the real austerity is to come out of this material world. And what is a who can deliver us? The holy name of the Lord. So that is the real austerity. So from today's purport, when Prabhupada is speaking about austerity, which will help us to immediately generate the feeling of devotional service in the hearts. So by hearing the Dhruv Maharaj story, so in that also Dhruv Maharaj used to speak the holy name. He had Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So he used to chant. If he did everything, but he did not chanted this mantra, what to say of 6 months? Even in millenniums, he wouldn't have attained Krishna. But because he did everything, but he chanted the holy name, as it is said, austerity is just a container, but actual bhakti is a milk. So, and when you chant the holy name of the Lord, that is bhakti. So that is actually real austerity. So if you just have container, if you don't have milk, what is the use of container? Nothing. So the milk is the essence of the austerity. So actual austerity is chanting the holy name of the Lord, glorifying the Lord. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So that is what I wanted to speak today. Please forgive me if I have spoken anything not wrong or anything out of my adhikar. If anybody have any corrections, you can correct me. Thank you so much. Anything, Prabhuji. Whatever I heard, I spoke, Prabhuji. I don't have any realization, but whatever I heard, I'm speaking. Thank you. Anybody have anything on Zoom?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then it's pronounced Jai Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhuji, just this king who in his previous birth he was a Gandharva.
Yes, Mataji. He was a king of, he was not just normal Gandharva, he was king of Gandharva.
And so why did he have to take birth as a mortal being?
That's what Mataji, yeah, I told right, Mataji, he was taking a bath in a river, and in the same time, Rishi Devala came to take bath. So somehow he got some intelligence that, oh, let me make fun of Rishi Devala by just going under the water and pulling his leg from the water, inside the water. So because he went and he
Oh,
pulled the leg of Rishi Devala, so Rishi Devala immediately said, become a crocodile, become a crocodile, become a crocodile. So he did not even had to think it. It's like a instant response came from there. And then who prayed to Devala Muni, sorry, sorry, I did not know, I am very ignorant, and I please forgive me. And then he pleased Rishi Devala, and then Devala Muni said that you hold on to the feet of elephant and you will be delivered.
thank you, Prabhuji. I got confused that in his previous birth he was Gandharva and his birth as Huhu was like a normal king. Now I got it, Prabhuji. Thank you.
No problem. Hare Krishna. If nobody have anything, then we'll end here. Vanchakalpatra Vishya Kripa Sindhu Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnava Anand Koti Vaishnava Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Samavita Bhaktivinoda